The saga between the Roman Catholic Church and the Protestant Reformation unfolded with intensity, while the Vatican struggled to contain the advance of the Reformists. In this turbulent scenario, a shadow of mystery hung over the prohibition of translating the Bible into English. Why did the Church insist on keeping this precious work out of the reach of the people? This question fueled the curiosity of those who longed to unveil the sacred secrets for themselves. It was in 1535 that William, a fearless scholar, dared to challenge the ecclesiastical dominion. Inspired by Erasmus of Rotterdam and Martin Luther, he embarked on the grand task of translating the Bible from Hebrew and Greek into English. In his audacious translation, the name of God received a new title, Jehovah, as Protestants lovingly call him. This act of intellectual rebellion shook the hegemony of the Catholic Church, awakening an anger that spared no consequences. The following year, William was dragged to the center of a public square, like a puppet in a macabre theater. There, his fate was tragically sealed. He was strangled before the horrified eyes of the people. But the inquisitors did not stop there. After the hanging, the body of the courageous translator was cruelly incinerated, as if they wished to erase his heresy from the face of the earth. The atrocity committed in the name of faith did not go unnoticed. King Henry VII, witnessing the power and cruelty of the Catholic Church, made a decision that would change the course of his nation. Determined to break away from Roman rule, the monarch laid out the plans for the English Reformation. This religious rupture shook the foundations of the Church, paving the way for a new era of freedom and spiritual independence. At the heart of this division was an urgent personal need. The king, longing for a new chapter in his life, desired to legally divorce his wife and find solace in the arms of a younger mistress. Thus, the destiny of the country and the monarch's intimate desire intertwined, paving the way for the English Reformation. This fascinating story, permeated with betrayals, power struggles, and sacrifices, reveals the epic clash between the Catholic Church and the Reformists. It shows us how the winds of change blow stronger when human desires and the search for truth meet in a tumultuous dance. Within the intertwined pages of sacred scriptures, secrets and alterations are hidden, made to satisfy the whims and desires of the powerful. Did you know that? Well, in a distant era, in 1539, the daring King Henry VII proclaimed himself the supreme leader of the Church of England, granting authorization for the publication of the first Bible in English. Thus, England broke ties with Rome, paving its own religious path, Anglicanism. But let's move on to another secret kept in the depths of history. Rising as a singular treasure, the Codex Argentus, also known as the Silver Book, is a mystical manuscript and the primary source of knowledge about the Gothic language and the history of Esther. Its importance is immeasurable, with its parchment pages dyed in purple indicating a connection to royalty. And what a peculiar radiance! Golden letters adorn the first 3 lines of each Gospel and the beginnings of different sections. The names of the writers gleam in gold at the bottom of each column, providing references to parallel passages in the Gospels. But there is a mystery to be unveiled. The translator of this Gothic Bible was Ulfilas, a descendant of captives taken in a raid by the Goths in Cappadocia. Ordained by Eusebius of Nicomedia and trained as a missionary, Ulfilas faced a monumental challenge. The Gothic language had no established writing system. So, with a touch of creativity and ingenuity, Ulfilas created 27 symbols, based on Greek and Latin alphabets, to make the message accessible to the Gothic people thirsting for knowledge. Ulfilas' extraordinary effort was completed 2 years before his departure from this world. However, around 555 AD, the Byzantine Emperor Justinian I conquered Italy and ruthlessly consigned everything Gothic to oblivion. The Codex Argentus was lost for almost a millennium until, by the hand of fate, it was discovered in the monastery of Verdun in Germany. The truth is that, in addition to preserving the original verses of the first 4 books, Matthew, John, Luke, and Mark, this treasure encapsulates part of the history of the fall of Rome. a topic that the Church preferred to keep in its secret archives, keeping it under a veil of silence. The hidden secrets that dwell within the sacred pages are like sparkling stars in the firmament, waiting to be unveiled by curious eyes. What mysteries still await discovery in the intricate tapestry of these ancient scriptures? Only time will tell. The story of Saint Bartholomew, the fearless apostle, echoing through the ages. Bartholomew, a faithful follower of Jesus Christ during the years of his earthly ministry, walked a unique path. After the crucifixion, he separated from the other apostles and embarked on a journey across the world, determined to spread the word of the Lord. It is said that his travels took him to the majestic Armenia, where Bartholomew performed an extraordinary feat. They say he converted King Ptolemyo to Christianity, according to Armenian tales. However, by performing this act, he incurred the wrath of the king's brother, who ordered his capture and execution. The punishment imposed on Bartholomew was the most terrible of all. He was skinned alive before being beheaded and crucified upside down. Yes, this is a story shrouded in tragedy, but there are many others involving the saints of Christianity. And here lies a challenge: many of them seem more than legends. It is as if they were fictional characters, products of imagination, and the Church does not want people to uncover this secret. Think about it: was Saint Bartholomew real? Did he speak the word of the living one? Or was he merely a fictional character added to the pages of the Bible? The apocryphal books, those few know about. The Catholic Bible, with its 73 books, is known to many. But did you know it could have been even more extensive? Yes, some books were excluded from the collection by the Church, deemed doubtful or questionable. And here is the interesting point: even within Christianity, Bibles differ. Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox, and Ethiopian Bibles, for example, have different quantities of books and even specific contents. The Church banned apocryphal texts, such as the famous Book of Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah. This controversial work addresses contentious subjects like the Watchers and fallen angels, who were said to have shared forbidden teachings with humanity. Additionally, the book narrates encounters that suggest contact with extraterrestrial beings. Fascinating, isn't it? The sacred pages are a true labyrinth of mysteries and interpretations. The secrets hidden between the lines arouse the curiosity of those who dare to question. What hidden truths still await to be unveiled? What more intriguing secrets lie in the depths of sacred history? Only those with keen eyes and open minds can discover. The journey in search of truth continues tirelessly, like a pilgrim seeking divine light. The intriguing relationship between the Church and its hidden secrets. Why does it fear so much that we, mere mortals, know all its mysteries? Could the truth shake our connection with the divine? Would we be capable of remaining faithful to the Lord or to the Church itself? The questions that echo in our curious minds. What would happen if the truth were completely different from what we have been taught over the centuries? Share your reflections. Tell me what you think about all of this. The truth, my dear, what do we do with it? Now, more than ever, it is our duty to seek the truth, unveil the veils of history, and question everything that has been presented to us as absolute. After all, it is in the search for truth that we find freedom and the deepest connection with the divine. So, let us move forward, unraveling the secrets and enigmas that surround our faith. Do not be afraid, for it is in knowledge and the courage to question that we find answers that transcend the boundaries of the known. Onward, explorer of truth, for the journey has only just begun.